Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Josepha Hale, the woman responsible for modern Thanksgiving. So now it's the mid 1800s. People are moving west at an alarming rate in this country. The attention is shifting away from the New England states where, the country kind of started. There's this movement that begins in New England states where they start pushing this Puritan Pilgrim origin story, to kind of try to shift focus back to the New England states. And she is on the forefront of this movement. So she literally spends decades writing thousands of letters to governors, senators, every sitting president, appealing to them to create a national holiday based around this Puritan Pilgrim origin myth story. So after all these years, finally, a president agrees. You just might recognize him. He's pretty famous. So in 1863, Abraham Lincoln agrees to set a national holiday during the middle of the Civil War for the last Thursday of November. Now, he does this for a couple reasons. That story is, fairly morally sound. It also was to try to boost morale and unify the nation because, we were a little divided during the Civil War. So now let's jump forward to 1939, and another president comes in to mess with Thanksgiving. You might recognize this face as well. If you don't, that's FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And not only did he break our country, but he also broke Thanksgiving. So in 1939, he received a ton of pressure from retailers saying the shopping season was too short. So he up and moved Thanksgiving back a week. Well, not everybody got the memo. So Thanksgiving in 1939 and 1940 were pure chaos, to the point that they're now referred to as Franksgiving as a joke. So some states celebrated one day, other states celebrated the other day, and Texas celebrated them both. Now, it was so bad that in 1941, Congress stepped in and by law stated Thanksgiving shall now be celebrated or observed on the fourth Thursday of November. And it's been that way ever since. So now you know, that's why we celebrate Pilgrim Thanksgiving, thanks to her and one of the earliest and largest PR campaigns in American history. Thanks to all of you who stuck around this whole time for this very, very long-winded video. I'm so sorry.